Good morning. Good morning. Things fall apart. And touch. Chapel schools to God. Yes. Good morning. Yes. I do not owe a right to the music, okay? I do not owe a copyright to the music playing. Wow. If I trouble Remo I was Mima will be a marching. Good morning. Wow. Comfort pasa. Bacha. Bad man. Yeah, Samo. Good morning. Fast. Ene ebeye brukutu waha. Mpamchomichiamo. Good morning. Because of time differences in tea. Good afternoon. Nyamisomoba na yesumiya. Misemwa mama nyumi ntwengu mame wae. Good morning. Obasubia michia obibia. Me wareshe mu se obia ho ye. Bibia koso kama. Bibia koso boko jojo ma obia. Me se eneme nkwansa. Mumye ni nkomo. Friday chapel all night, Saturday night we're clapping. Hey. And today is Tuesday, and they benada me pacho mi chia oba subiana wa share mame. Okay. Good morning, Ben said, and a good morning to the Queen. Me da say Jonathan Pacho Michiao, Linda Ofosu Michiao. Me so who me na me hu ana o de acha me why. The way the end say echo so fast no. Hey, e den ya me be ba physical. So I'm consider part. Ya samo. Ya so fun to mu wanka. Ya fun to mu wamma. Unto mu wammo. Good morning. Yes, share. Patroba subiana wa share why. Oba subiana wa share. And then come on be there. Linda say hi. Okay. Numa would say it's by Kofi Kenata or say things fall apart. Ebusia me famachoye mo bibia. Good morning. Mache, maha, majo. Minimum say body other room was sign a favor ye. Asan de yen kwa ache yen ene anope die. Na bibia koso jojo amaye nyina. Me patcho me din de me angel. Ai, me da se ene no wase wada aje papa bi na eja ye nyina ye hie mu live wo Facebook ha. Ye bedi nkomo ye be pensem nieme mu. Ye ba betie eniema, ye ba be share eniema, ye be contribute. Ye the comment beto ho, ye the suggestion so eba beto ho. Dazzlin Michelle, good morning. Oda Effie, also good morning, dear. Me pacho ushibia na washe amaye. Na eneno ni ekoso ewo ye memu Ghana titiriu efa ye former president John Dramani Mahama. And then the topic of the day, no mama enfant to ho. I hope you say phone number me de to ho. Me say mama fan to wa mon fan chame. E be a phone line ni mo phone line no uni krom ha o de 001. E be di kan na aye 508 410 0646 508 410 0646. Ubetumi afresh so WhatsApp. Na onso wachire wadwene ubetumi nso ataxi abaha na ayede na ayefe. Stalon Rocky it's saying good morning Ben. Good morning to you. I hope that you are doing okay. Coffee Michiao. Me ba try that topic, you know, why ready dear na ejiwa konya menso my crado papa. I say what John Mahama selecting Prof Opoku Agyemang as his running mate for the 2020 elections. What special qualities does she bring on board that can win the NDC for the 2020 elections? I know one discussion and yebabe bumbo hu yebabe ka ho asam. And then also nyame ayadom yasan enya MPP and NDC communication team members ewo board ewo opno yi so ewo phone lines yi so omun so ene ye betwetwe nkomo na ama nkomo no mu ayede ne ye busa ye ho se DNT na ema ye former president John Mahama etumi chusu Prof Opoku Agyemang. I say bia uhwemu she has some qualities and inti ena we choose no ena sebi ye nyina so ye nimu se you say you Ghana man, you say when you educate a man, you educate one person. But when you educate a woman, you educate the whole nation. Inti wafa yana sa wa select a Prof Opoku Agyemang di na chere say educating the whole nation. Me fa na sa. Inti me pa cho ye beka bibi kakra afa Prof Nana Opoku Agyemang ni profile kakra ansa na mama kwan ama ye team leaders no and team members from both party MPP and NDC no omonso aka se na be ye tiefu ebia obi aten so sebe ebia wonim prof profile kakra se bia no honsam kakra se bia woku suku we ne qualification ne sa niama no mama me enfant dwa. Deslin said, Mimi, Accra girl students are stranded. Please talk seriously. Abba, that for me. As for John Mahama, dear, he has no vision. On also not doing no Isaac Mensa Michiao. Fico Michiao, Mbatobo Romana was she. Professor na Jane Opoku Agyemang. Yenimono, yatini din. Oh yeah, the current Africa board chairperson of the Forum for African Women Educationalists. She has been FAWE member since 2014. She is a former minister for education in Ghana. Prof. Opoku Agyemang was appointed the Vice Chancellor of the University of Cape Coast in 2008, the first female Vice Chancellor of a public university in Ghana, before heading to the institution she had since 1986. She served as a head of the Department of English, Dean of the Faculty of Art, Dean of the Board of Graduate Studies, and founding Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and Research. She was also the academic director of the African Diaspora Studies Program of School for International Training Study Abroad. In October 2009, she was elected Ghana's representative to UNESCO's executive board. Okay, she has been re-elected for a second term to UNESCO executive board. Okay, all right. She obtained her diploma, I would say it's a studies and franchise from the University of Dakar, Senegal, in 1976. BA honors with a diploma in education from the University of Cape Coast in 1977, and master's and doctorate degree from York University in Toronto, Canada, in 1980 and 1986, respectively. Nana has chaired more than 20 boards and committees, among them the Council of the University College of Education, Winneba, 1998 to 2002, Academic Committee of the Ghana Council for Tertiary Education, and was joint co-coordinator of the Specialist Program in English Language and Ghanaian Culture for Japan Overseas, Cooperation Volunteers, 1991 to 1993. She has also chaired the Adjudication Committee, Valco Literary Awards, Ghana, 1993 to 1998. Board of Governors, Ghana Center for Democracy and Development, CDD Ghana, since its founding in 1998. Board of Governors, Wesley Girls High School, 1994 to 1998. In recognition of her outstanding contribution to the development and promotion of quality education in Ghana, the Ghana Women of Excellence Award was conferred, to her, and as a conferred her. She is a member of the Ghana Academy of Art and Science, University Teachers Association of Ghana, English Studies Association, African Studies Association, USA, African Literature Association, USA, the International Fulbright Scholars Association. She is the recipient of 4 honorary doctoral degrees, the Global Leadership Award, many national and international awards. She serves on several councils, board, and committees, and has published many books and articles. She is also a 2-time Fulbright Scholar and is currently a Fellow of the Commonwealth of Learning. Prof. Opoku Agyemang eyi kakra ena yede atudwa. Na sabi me yo obey die na me san ye eye obatan die. Mema eye Prof Opoku Agyemang mo eni adwuma. Congratulations. So say eye former President Mahama appointing on say onye ni running mate mano. Ete busuya ubomure mu me patro na wahye eno ho asem ene ebedi ho abubu. Me patro dwumekuo yi omo mechi your sponsors PKG Ventures. And so wo pe say ope niama edi akofie ope say wo shepe uniama edi kofie me patro fa weni kire PKG Ventures. Omo betimi afra wo mo 978-235-8157. Ope ka papa so ato sebi enya ka asa wo to na wo spark ya na asa ne hwene no asa bon bi sa no misra de bi enya sa ka ni bi na ja me gidi se wo pesa wo to ka sebi ehun kikan wa bi eni hu misofo wani kire Quack 1. Over to me after woman. It was 731-334-2931. 731-334-2931. Your sponsors be among so a Jidak company. Mineral water omuwo eye Accra Ghana. Upe insio ato. Insio a supply ama wajuma for efie mu baby bia Mr. for when chire eye Jidak company. Betumi a supply wo se wo Accra impotemu owo eye Kumase owo Tema anasa Volta baby bia wo bia betumi a supply eye insio no ama me patcho from ewo phone line so 549-094-203 549-4203 me I hope set my bon number ni ye eti abusuan wa ye krado amenso ma ye krado pa comment no ba na eba mama memfa enchie ema eye ye panelist ya omwo ahomatro ifo iso wa fire wa ye krado kakapenso aye krado. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Kakapesha ho.
I'm Mr. Opoku.
Me pacho good morning to you.
Good morning, Ovaya. Good morning, ma'am. Hey. Good morning. Kakape akum tisay. Ami adimo nyam Bible.
Edinyamiase. Enti me pacho wo we de no ana yate afiri wo ma no eye kakape eye NPP communication team member ye panelist ewo eye dwumedie yi so ena wo fire so eye NDC communication team member ema eye NDC ono so what ahomatro ifo so enti me pamcho we de ebedi kan e de akọ eye wo fire so because ye hwemu a eye NDC former president John Mahama and appointed Nana Agyemang. Me pacho me ma platform yi so na watch the DNT Mahama to me echusu obey and I said to me chusu Nana edine ye running mate na afen so kakapenso edine de atwa so because mate say MPP for ba she say sabi NDC for mo kofa sabi mo running mate amaka kofa oba de no betumi aye no so ombechire mu ho enti offer the ball is in your court.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Really. I mean first akwanya so na nchie dika me chiao na me chia atifu nyina me NDC US fu nyina na yenu anu MPP fu nyina me chia mo na better in chia so court me co panelist kakape. And Dr. Lawrence Nachumama Samuel Virginia, and then a special distinction to my new vice president, elected Nana Professor Nana Opoku Agyemang, President John Dramani Mahama Eyini said on the Patsanano.
Yes.
So that we campaign to victory come December 7th. Looking at the nature of government, the MPP is leading us now. No? They are leading us to a doom, and the whole country is aware of it. So there has been a total decision that Ghanaians want a change. The change that they went for in 2016 was a bad one. A change should have been something good, but this change is rather an abysmal change of which Ghanaians do more. They don't need it no more. So they are looking for a change that will bring a dramatic transformation of the country. So John Dramani Mahama finally looked around and saw that Nana Opoku Agyemang is one of those candidates that can partner with her, and then that transformation that he started before it was truncated by this government, and then came that they were coming to change things, and things are now totally in a disarray. With the country is now falling apart, and the center cannot be moved. Nana is coming to team up with John Dramani Mahama in order to restore us to a new era that into where we were moving to before the whole thing came like that. And my kind you know, also Nana Opoku Agyemang we share John Dramani Mahama choice now. You know, he has made a perfect choice. But and young one said they will start here and MPP 4 years. Provided said the thing is not coming from their side, and yet And they can continue with whatever they will say. But the woman has a solid track record. She said, we'll start here now, the credentials near there. And I won't go there too much.
Okay.
But we all know that she's an astute academician. And she is into 3 diverse areas. But am I on air? We are listening to you clearly. She is an astute academician in 3 different diverse areas. So as I said, she's a professor in education and English. Professor in English, education professor, and at the same time a trained journalist. And we all know that when we are talking education and governance education is one of the key areas that we can't do without it. In fact, also you're aware of it.
Yeah, me too.
That serves as the solid or the backbone of every economy. What do we call it? Human resource and everything. It will come from our education. I don't know what do we call it? Your educational setup will be solid so that we can have everything in place. And this woman has the expertise in this area. It is one of the best areas that every nation has to put into consideration. Every nation they are putting into consideration in terms of governance. Just like a good trade. And then the nation will be too important. And this woman has the expertise. Okay. And by the other side, as I said, there is nothing wrong about this woman. In fact, she is going to be one of the best in the world. At least she has achieved some successes. You said the Juma as educational minister now, under Mahama for 4 years now, who bringing a lot of transformation into the country. And every Tom, Dick, and Harry can attest to this fact. And the woman, Mahama settling on that woman and whatsoever, it is neither here nor there from our opponent, the MPP, and whatsoever. Please, right from 92 up to today, under the Prof Republic, Yenya Obadia in our leaders.
Yes, and this is first in history.
Yes, it doesn't mean that women cannot do the job. Women are also qualified to do the job like men. If you let me quote you, Dr. Kwegi Agri, he said what? If you educate a woman, a man, you educate
one person.
Individual.
Yes.
But if you educate a woman, you educate the whole nation.
Yes.
So what they are saying, and what men can do, women can do better. Yes. And this is the time now, as I say, a man also on voice, contribution in governance in the country. And this is the right time. So Mahama didn't do any wrong by choosing Professor Nana Opoku Agyemang, because he has the expertise, he has all the talent, he has all the requirements and everything to lead the country as a vice president. And Usha Niakosuna, Nejuma Pa Obeye as educational minister. As I started, education is one of the key areas which near parents country did grow. And so by appointing as educational minister, let's see what she did. Under her watch, you see, say, we're making sure, say, before what do we call it? Yes, all under the Prof Republic. Means what they say from independence, after independence, what we say, Nkuma try say obey embark. In the education, you have about 3 different domains. What they are there. Education, you were the liberal aspect, you were technical education, and they were affirmative adjustment. But I know so much. In all, education is divided into 2. The liberal aspect, then you put school here, no, be a contrast in science, what is science, no, I can't agree. As I'm what you're not passing out. University, well, but when me fast certificate, and produce but also you're aware there.
It's you.
And it has been in the system for a very long time. Anything I'm coming from at the time, we see tech, science and tech. So what they are saying. Science and tech was to make sure that you are bringing into our educational system aspects now. And yet, what we call when the graduate complete, we call the technical in the education psychomotor. Psychomotor means a debate meeting and anyway, What you have here? When your knowledge, you have the expert knowledge, technical know-how. It's who we are. But to be trained, you know, but just all you are aware of that. And no, most of the European countries not developed. America here is not developing. Japan, China, they develop through the technical aspect of education. That is what we call the psychomotor of education. And it's not see tech. What they are saying. And the tech, that was for tech to produce the technical aspect. Now, boy, I need money to blow now. But the young women are actually never changing. It is offensive government by every year changing so much life. And in Okaya, say for GSS. During GSS conference, a role is necessary. It was started during a campus regime, 1974. The Jobo Committee, the Jobo Committee, they sat down to think, say, technical education and commerce staff here. It's like one who said Ghana, you're producing lawyers, secretaries, but all the time, these people they are not able to produce anything. And see, what do we do in order to make sure that the technical education and then the BA to Mama now go graduate unemployment. But all them are the year. I don't think I yet corner campus staff here. So technical JSS not even ever could. It was put on pilot basis for some time. One region, one JSS, one district, one JSS. For some time. It's 89. And a rolling who says, how do you wear that one? It's the entry down to Nyan across board. But you're not seeing it there. And when the idea started technical and I will call JSS, actual carpentry, actual big now was to incorporate into the system the technical education that we were lacking. And also necessary as the engine of any economy in this world. Japan and America the same. Okay. And see, baby. And now, Agyemang, as you know, office. I don't know money, my mom say Agyemang, because it's putting more effort into that. I don't know money changing all the polytechnics. So what they are saying, into technical university. And you tell us, by the time our graduates come out, they are well equipped. They are going to work on their own. And your government never employ me now, say, for office for years to my. So what they are saying. And it's that transformation. We are police, we are packed with machine. You see, we want to go Ghana to go beyond it. And a good idea. This is a good idea, but how do we do it? Unless we empower our own education. It should come from education. It will make sure that we have something we call driving courses. So what you say? Driving courses should be introduced into the system. I don't know technical BB say oil and gas, road construction, information technology, what you have here. Those courses, and Ghana was going to be changed completely like America, Japan. Yes, road contractors are Japan, America, China, and Mumbai. But our universities, which is the school, which is to produce the needs and aspirations of the people. The school has to produce the needs and aspirations of the people. Except school provide school, not produce one secretary and lawyers. Engineers no way. Road constructors no way. Oil and gas one way. And then you have 2 oil. This is about America, the farm for go 2 year oil. No mama 3%. Since I had the papa. Don't we have the brains? Can't we think like the Americans? Can't we think the Japanese? Can't we think like the Chinese? Yes, the good and meanwhile, we have the human resource in our country who can also do the same thing. Mamina ideas, no. Okay. Where are the money, madam? I'm you see the whole thing now. So you see all these living courses have been introduced and they are going to empower on it. And this is going to change our country completely. Okay. From what the taxation and production that the people are talking. You the one who can now I'm putting in effort there. Anything. Mamma, typical example. Work on Japan, you go to Japan and bring votes while some assemble cars for Ghana. What they are saying? They are going to use Ghanaians as laborers. Then if you cover all the money will go back because you are bringing the expatriates into the country. And who can deal with that? The expatriates now is kind of the group. What they are saying? But when you train your own people, who can deal with that? That loan you can one of the years to my economy. This now will make the country grow. So what they are saying? This is a visionary idea that was brought by this woman.
Okay.
And a lot more.
She's done a lot.
Time goes on with the account.
Okay.
And if you look at it, what I'm telling you right now, the woman has a perfect way of transforming, with John Dramani Mahama, transforming our country completely from what we are seeing now. Have you seen it? And you know, there's nothing that can stop the woman from saying, say, or yes, say, not say, anything.
Okay.
It's time now for women also to have their voice in the building of our nation.
Yes.
And this is the time. And now Opoku Agyemang is going to set the pace. And other women will join later.
Yes. Thank you. Wafayao. Also the perfect way of transforming our country. Na Opoku Agyemang is the perfect candidate. No. Eti yebama kaka penso e de ne de atu akwam oye MPP for communication team member. Na ansa na kaka pemema wakasa no ma me read comment yi ansa na etwa free ho na afi wode na ba. Ebusia gbo wema na wahye amame Dina Michiao, Lord Evans Michiao, Mema Machi Mahama, Jokwame Michiao, Marilyn Midase, Letitia IP, I hope say you're doing wonderful. Victor Michiao, Yauba Michiao, Kofi, Midase, a comment be from Ben or say her credentials, impressive as it may be, does not translate into her time in government in the education sector, which was a total disaster. Even if she had won the Nobel Prize, she still did a terrible job of managing the educational system as a minister. Ben, and then a comment about, Dozy Michiao, Kumi Francis, Michiao, Joshua Nico Anna Michiao, hope say you're doing okay. Ya call biaba so call me so hold on nama MPP team leader nankasa ansa. Ben say it's obvious the Mahama plan is to have a woman on the ticket to garner the female vote. Me da say Louise Michiao Goldust say education has been worse for years. Ben say Goldust, I would like to come in. Me say, you be a phone line, no. Kakape ho. Kakape. Mr. Manenko ansana ma fa me first caller.
Yo, mama me dance. I mean, sure, I was one me opinion. One of the key and sure. Mega MPP. For us, so mama Kenya say, and she
na me ka se edi enti na MPP for mo ka se o ma mi de je se ncheki mu kra mo so mo kra no edi enti
che ebuboba enkwan no echija so enti don't worry about it. So ya de obi bias ya mechi ampanyi for mechi ndisi for nyina ebuboba you said mine the betum phone and a very I don't think about but yes, Nana, yes, an academician. Yes, will be a dream potential way in academics. A great achievement.
Yes.
And for you to also be appointed as a vice presidential candidate. Yes, it is also an achievement. And
of
we
course.
Congratulate and we commend her for how far she has come.
Yes.
No mean and of all the when you get it, we need to recognize the fact that you travel far. But your position is what is implemented. The mere fact that we want a position to be occupied, no, doesn't mean that when you be a shareholder, the person will do that. It's just a normal employment. When you are employing somebody to do something, and the experience, why you did that. And what the person coming to do, and that basically that is what that is what we are saying, and we are going to test all our, But before that, me analogy. There was might be an I'm not saying it to make fun of but just an analogy.
Okay.
And now, upon a drone is our no or now, it's a walk. Can you get this over fire? And be man and Sasu and say, now, I will give you one son of wood. Now, then, one fans out where they are not cemetery and let me.
Hey.
It is how the NDC make presentation to us. Now, I like a I like very much talking about education is key.
Yes.
It is important so that your human resource development so for the greater of offer you perfect. Perfect. And you're very, very important. And young people know, if you say, okay, so if you say education is key, what do you mean by it? Worrying on time, the education was accessible to some people. That is here. And there were backlog of people who couldn't make it. So in the analysis and in the thinking of the NDC, as I said, we will train 20 years before they enjoy education up to certain level. We don't believe in that. And that is the key difference. And this Prof was a key part of this decision. Also can be about automobile, in that. Okay, so in Ghana, we have an existing automobile. Yeah, look at the way you are teaching. We have an existing automobile industry and tank. Now, okay, no one can say, oh, to my own Kantanka, there's a local man. Yes, you cannot find an what did you do for Kantanka? For you to say it's a uplifted. I said, you're okay, you know, a conceptual, I mean, why you've come and you had the ability to have taken an action for which we can pinpoint to say, oh, say now, your Mac and Tanker, 10 years tax rebate. What is here? 10 years tax rebate. That's the way I important your money taxes because the guy was complaining. Was complaining. And in addition to that, government procure more of the Kantanka. I mean, the guy came out to say it. At least about 500 or more have been procured from various agencies. Then saying there was a communique that was issued, and the government said locally manufactured should be the first for government institutions and local authorities. Well, I mean, these communiques were all in the what they are saying. So, transformation and the conceptual so I said, would you be now rapping and I said, marketing to any other. What you did that? And that's now the boat. What you did that? What's no more? Now, let's go into specifics. Now we said, under the ministry, and I be to set teacher training allowances now. So about teacher training, any year allowances. Muhammad put it on the line. The inconsistency of NDC at the BIA by you put it on the line, say under no circumstances all restored. And you buy your restore you. What beside the BM was so maintaining? I mean, you gotta be principled and you gotta keep to what you say. Okay, now become an or position from 08. You know, I say 3 years with the paper. I deal with the paper. Then you buy you road in the back. And you will get them on the other side contradicting. And they see I'm not okay, Mahama said a friend said it's about the resource. So what now position? MPP for respond to on the back. That is one of the Now several teachers were employed under them. They only had 3 months salary.
Sir?
There was a backlog, not just a backlog of unemployed teachers and nurses. But there were people that have been employed that were not paid.
Wow. So
how do you answer that? How do you answer some of these incompetence and some of these where many people that were working, how were you expecting them to pay their families? Yes. They've not been paid. And this government had to come and to clear them all these now, so we go on into another. What we say in the university, there were research allowances and stuff like that. The lecturers almost all constituency in the academia. The lecturers are waiting for help. The lecturers are waiting. Allowances for research in the And how it is Kana education and development were transforming your baby, and your policies were other producing opposite of what you were talking about. But what you bringing on board? Any, we don't know. Now, they handing over notes. And they are in your candidate here. They handing over notes. There was an arrears of 3.7 billion our get fund. SHS subsidies. There was an arrears of 24 million. School feeding. School feeding, 36 million. Capitation grants, 8 million Ghana cedis. Feeding grants for special schools. More special needs for schools in 4.7 million. That one on the time, I'm not one in Mahama. The farming come by and I'm farming the northern schools free, but they are in the animal or at that time they know the level of poverty no near to beat. Most of the schools up there were closing. So what are you bringing on board? And the enemy said, what the academia and you now was so there was some way in our house. Madam, it is not bringing anything now. Yet the free SHS once and now almost started with E-blocks, my boy. It's a great idea. Good. Let add it to the infrastructure of the school. At 200. How many were less than 25% of them were. But again, now we saw who said, oh, me not expect in a short time. What that means, we don't know. Right at the point in time, now we're going to move. Now you can't say it's possible, even under the current infrastructure. Now one actually I don't do it. What's it, Daddy? Young king 20 years. So what is it that you bring it on?
Yeah.
How are you going to add on to it? Because this is the record you have. Oh, as a person, yes. For your children, yes, you've done it. And a lot of people have done that. That one is fine. Academician at service, when you have the opportunity to serve as a minister, this is the record you have. And for you to get the opportunity to get up there. So it is like the case of Maham. When he was coming now, therefore said, oh, this time we are complaining about this and this and this, but over catch there and said, on your magician to employ. Over catch there and say, well, pin up Panama Nakatumbi. Or one specific things or we in area in terms of policy, in terms of transformation. They will not pick what you are there for a period. What about you initiated? Social Democrats who cannot pinpoint to one social intervention. I mean, it is an abysmal performance. You don't hand over the economy of the country to people that are going to take it to Agyemang for us to have austerity measures for which we will be barred from employing certain areas, for which we have to go to the commercial market for borrowing. I don't see the vision. You talk about the vision, but you cannot pinpoint to the vision on the ground.
Okay.
Okay, no, airport, and hospitals. Yes, but yes, we need them. It's good. But yes, but why don't we hand over the nation to a? Why then were our kids not able to go to school? Why then were the sick people were not able to go to the hospitals? Because you see the basis of it. No, one said. Some of you got now radios and all that said, where he was commissioned, a third phase of University of Ghana was commissioned. Okay, yes, commissioned the ceremony. So, but personalizing it, putting in place the machines and the people that will work there today was not effective because we did not have the means to do that. But that's it. And you I can't have several times said it is not a building that constitutes a particular facility that is a building with school and a hospital. But you come and the bachelor's a hospital and most of it is what ends. Oh, you basic hospital. That's here. If it is not operating, it is not.
Okay.
But and you know, I'm an aquaba. What they are saying. His politics, he's welcome. and we're going to have the debate.
All
but
right.
it is your track record.
Okay.
What you did, what you've done before when you had the opportunity as minister,
Mm-hmm.
and I have abysmal performance.
Okay.
And you're full of incompetence. Ghanaians didn't have, we didn't get what we needed as a country in terms of transforming our education sector.
Mm-hmm.
There was so many. Not a year, friend is saying, or more progressive out. And look at it. So they couldn't even pay.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're talking about one something million.
Okay. I do have a patch of Jumo if you didn't have me right.
A lot goes into it. Now, young people, we've demonstrated over time.
Okay.
So, when given the opportunity, we bring on board competence, we bring on board development, we bring on board social intervention, we bring on board development that cuts across the whole nation.
Okay.
We don't believe, sir. Outside to go, baby.
All right.
We don't believe in such stuff. It's not bringing anything. We welcome her, and we're going to have real debate, and we're going to talk about her record, and the record, is nothing to write home about. So it is the same incompetent ticket we have. It's not going to change anything. It is going to give us the worst as we experience under Mahama.
Okay.
IMF, education, health sectors, unemployment, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
That is what we have right now.
All right.
Now, last point, madam, last point.
Okay.
You see, also, and a woman. And then concern is that there was an agreement to say Mahama or the woman, and there will be a fresh date. What can say something? What was the agreement to? And so I work at that, and I didn't know about neighbor, and can you use some care for this? And that the vice always takes over from me. But when it was part of the agreement. And you can hear, I want to see a young, I want to a yinka. And so, I see a book that you are not yet legal experts, but now, when I hear a general who's a so, we all that. Even the candidate that is presented, looking at these elections for 2024. Maybe you're looking at some 2032 or 2040 of because
all right. Okay. Thank you. Ebusia munina so afa na watuni ya misrawa your first caller abaline so ya manage na so ache onfa nchame afa na watuni abaswa ya mawakwa abasronko. Thanks so much for joining us. And the topic of the day, no Yebusase with John Mahama selecting Professor Opoku Agyemang as his running mate for the 2020 election. What special qualities does she bring on board and that can win the NDC for 2020 election? And who encommodie and yebo na utie MPP for much say she got nothing to bring. NDC for also say she got the qualities. It's a whole discussion and a year di won komo. Hello.
Hello,
Papa, facha me sama wajina swache why.
Mechanism. And some na ekoko so no. Nunu apa we into the biano so your train. So near 20 hours can be na so tramo.
You me that say. Me pacho bi dia be ma be ni.
Ambato Louis Benson ekasa.
Me pacho manenko. I hope so won ye die.
So nyamena do mo hima. Madaroma. What bit your forces, your term. Akasa, kakapaka,
hey.
She's a no crana, a year in the Alcapacayam. A year, mamma, or the best of all. You must say, NBC forecast and not Tamana and Pukano, this is the 8th and 1 year, a year you were Muhammad or say, I could cry out in the bay. Nah, I could cry, Ulma, dear, Ulma, called time and take.
Mahama and make his comment no.
Oh, make his comment to the man. Now to the owner, we are granted. Not here and what's tough for you. We are the very wise in Casaka, where mechanism, where you be younger than you based on your kind you. Mammy, I go find by you, sir. Only on no Yabra. What is 69? What is 69? So, be I single on my crap. I encountered that, Sansom, it may come back to bite us. Young cannot be. Now, young man, a year, nay, portfolio. You says you through a copy. Why, a year vice chancellor, University of Cape from 2008 to 2012, was up there education minister. Just I was trying to see via, make an say, on paper a year. But young say, politics, no. Son of my own, me achieve on people, bet with your back of a bois, minor now. Mammy, or buy, but yeah, beg one a crap. As Minister for Education, you should not be a teacher for. Teacher for Sikako Kerm, 2 years. No, mammy, a month for you can say a brother. When yes, come no one yet. Mammy, I used to any ministry. Yes, can you get sir? 2 years after the Hokaya, and fight teacher for 5 years. She can buy a 3 months pay. Yes, will be 1 year. I hope a graduate. What does he send? Probably a dinner by advice. On one pencil, Anna, only a year you were Muhammad. That's nice. I can't say. Teacher training allowance.
Wow.
Mamma, I'm a teacher training allowance. You know, I wear as only the records are there. You know, I want my me. You can't do just a teacher for you as 1 year in an hour. And I buy and scan Yamami Jane, and then Mahama be clear mono. He said, yeah, Yamiadum, Nana Adiaba. Now you say teacher for no, said your money extra much. Oh, my dear son, in our home. One person baby, and I'm now saying, didn't say that's what you want now. And as I've been on fire, was his son and I. Oh, and his son, my way, a dear mamma, so you all per se, oh, yeah, your position, or train on the one. Why do you? Because right now, Nina is going to come back to bite you.
Yes.
Young time I meet you. On one that time, Chief at the Justice and not Supreme Court. Mammy, among for being saying, I won't say trade. I can't see them cast on the report, my mere kuno, any other day say, oh, I go from your circuit cook to me. Mammy, a sign, sir. Mahama, and 1 year need for you free. A fiancé, Mammy sign, and if you are saying a picture, yeah, they cry. What I say?
Wow.
But I just judging to the wood. What I say? Mammy sign into one of your bar. Not about Yam at the market and said the council by here, the picture we. So, remember, people can't see all those almost party. Your home mamma, because baby. Young Cassandra Massa, young Cassandra Massa, my dear. Yes, yes, I could be a now more notice because of some young man, some man, the Niger so analysis. What can some bit Smith here and go for the Beya and Bocrano, or Mutiming a day, and call money can some of us and Tiama. As soon as mammy does it be because of politics in tea. Media, Metina a year, Mahama, and this of which. Nasa, yes, Georgina, I can't send Tudora, Georgina, Tudora Wood. Yeah, teach them that you go for them for fiasco. That was what I said. A man, and you know what, name to Abamana. You are not even there for women. Until the making an answer. Mammy, you can no baby. Yeah, first of all, Papa now you should try Mahamano. What I say, incompetence, what they come in a way. And I mean, a education minister, you move from Naka baby. You are Mahama, a year in another by. Exactly. Just a minute, I can't answer my political compare her to Dr. Baumia. She's going to fail big time. Compare her to Dr. Baumia. And Sana Minister Mahama, no phobia. Mechanic said, what the case is a bit of me. I face him Dr. Baumia. All because was a Dr. Baumia boy. At MVP, Nanado Sepan. Because also Opoku, Dr. Baumia. I mean, Dr. Baumia has been a threat, and Ghanaians to applaud them. Say, I'm part of the vice president. Now, there are you also here, and you're too official. Maybe, tonight, Mammy, I could compare Dr. Baumia, then someone you go. But I can't say, your mammy, or your bar, or your baton. Maybe the Miasa Biaka, it's the Rocos Kaka, one of them, but the mechanic said, Yamana, Kwaba. Na trust say me your branch and kind no. Ediana opposition so more aunt man pet be am so Mahama Edina of 2020 year. Na ended for about 1 year. No much be a credible opposition. Now we are facing 2024. But 2020 dear, looking at candidate Mahama and no Adeba. No so I can't want to get. What's that? I didn't mind just a better thing. Because I know why you're cross. And Mahama cannot offset in any way. Schools are me this year. 200 schools. We see most of 20 something. Are they as Minister for Education? Are they? But me and can't papa. I'm a Mahama and me and you know what people say. I'm not going to get. Nearby. Tibu. The Waku school. Nipa the Waku school. Young quality man. No to school. But Mammy wait here. So over the advice and a bit more work on that. We have supported Mahama for a very long time. Right now, they're supporting and then I'm mine. Man, no more professor baby or more. Come on, from here.
Okay.
So the ring no man's now, so you know,
okay.
But the air can I'm in the way when
you're okay. Yo. Maybe I better hold on. Let me pick 2 more calls and then you can come in, please. Hello. Yeah, me patrol me be my baby. Good afternoon, good morning.
Okay. I'm a person may contribute to your program.
Okay, me patrol Udin.
As is gold dust.
Okay, calling from Takrady. Okay, me patrol mani ko boni tell me ako.
Okay. Now yeah, mommy Professor Jane Lintino. Now it is education very supreme.
Okay.
Adia ye kind name. Now say ye education the rules are Ghana ya from up till now. Now we share a country like Ghana. Not the only public university Ghana. It's only 6. Some records in your right. I stand to be corrected. Say Ghana, your university, your public, a buying university, yes 6. Namuno private ones, what were about 40 something. Nasa 40 something. Some cry, you know, more call private universities or more education or more various courses yes you do mura education you who almost said they are not viable to teach in our secondary schools and in our GHS. I keep it on over the years until I say so we call university now we call private university now we call even tertiary university or Ghana now we call education no one call training college. It is very difficult for you to enter into the teaching realm in Ghana. Eya semu edaho. Eya etobuwa na mi bisa me ho say ayet say ya what tertiary universities are you education no. Yenka ya sem papa into omo wa ban mu no enye hu ni yi. Say me can the problem that is in the country when it comes to teachers going through university. You will be amazed.
Okay.
Governments upon governments, no change has been done. Yemami be education minister, and I know her to be very intelligent person. It came to a time that even in the Ghanaian education, you call school, you call private schools, you are more in the private universities. At the end, the me papa ko boka edi me akọ private university etua kasika kese our government allow such a private university to function. Me we are putting me in government work in so ebeye issue.
Course me bad.
Me kase me mama no oye good pa. If she's going to change something, then she should be looking at such issues. Because a major issue of Ghana. Say thousands and thousands of people will graduate from the universities in Ghana or more education, they will still be rendered unemployed. Where are we going with such policies? So okay, there was serious blender, there was serious problems where a curriculum. So what check here? Who called school? Me name there, but school I'm a coin. Almost say there are almost say how many tenses do we have in English?
Yeah.
There are this tense is normal, but so many tenses in English language. Almost say tenses what English language. Almost say past tense, future tense, and present tense.
Yes.
It's in our books. Say yeah can be say future tense. Any idea? Obiako University, wako private university, were yet so endowed to understand the English language to a certain level. And we say, oh, some new maybe blender be more. So what Chirakurana dear say, wow, teacher no Chirakurana, they also you will be to say future tense. Which wow, higher level of education. We didn't say there's nothing like future tense, but the past tense and the present tense, but it's in our curriculum. We are teaching it. These are serious issues. Education. Sometimes you are even you don't want to teach the real thing. Because there are certain things manaka.
Okay.
Check on your records. I could be a JHS and now primary school. Only say your future tense, past tense, and the present tense. But in real English, we don't have that. I don't blame any teacher for teaching future tense. But you said there is what we call future time.
Okay.
Future time, no. But
go that 30 seconds. Now I'm picking next caller.
Yes. Problems was system so be free education sector say near money position be say no but these real issues and now what the position not these real issues are still there handle then there is a question to be asked.
Okay, so
what I'm saying is she's a woman, we welcome her, but if she's going to change things, she should start speaking about it now.
Okay.
So that we will know her intentions.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Me try na watch a video na mama. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Me patcho me nua be ma be ni.
Me patcho for the source ni.
For the source. Patcho free.
Patcho me from Massachusetts.
Okay. Patcho boni tell me and course ne ba na eba. Mo fan che me.
Me and a hot issue
yes.
Patcho me pa wo just be me time kakra because Louis I've been trying to be brave. I share here for me.
Mr. Manenko.
Now Louis will very well say my catcher and me catcher is a man in the play mischief and that is what exactly he has come to do. Yeah, I come over because my job is the art one making me office and me dirty be there.
Me patcho Manenko. Time no so mama wa kwa san beto aso patcho.
That is why in Louis every year no say teachers money payment 3 months no na Professor Jane na pass no na teachers investors ka. Sure, only na there to focus mo come otu say nyacho meboa. Omunja nyacho no mo kan omunja kwa nyacho no. Louis Lucy yeah politics but yeah politics yeah kan kware and share ngo for mutie. Na the current minister for education Napo is on record. The tape is all over. Mimi, let me ask any tape now after we do this program. Napo was on Atempa and on record saying, the Ministry of Education has nothing to do with payment. Every payment of teachers come from the Ministry of Finance. It's the Ministry of Finance and
Okay.
What is Lewis talking about? When you not in this country, in Kofona or from to forestry department, how many months come with you? One Yachuma, every before one Yachuma, now Yamana maybe number 2. Or say, and I think Professor Nana was no, and I can't say student allow. Hey, that student allow, it is a cabinet decision. It was a decision taken by the NDC, and we support it 100%. We just didn't cancel the student and the alawa. We replaced it with the student loan. Meaning, as much as we upgraded all the teaching training school to the university level, they have to be on the same path with the university level. Anything a Mahama, Obama etiquette or three Papa Kase, so we say at 1 year university for Muslim student allowance, we want to apply for student allowance. And I'm talking of national year. Fine, that's it. The next issue can say, Mutia 3, na Professor Dinana or your Incofono sign Mutia to Nokan. Nyatun, every before, Nyatun, the Jalom. Let Lewis understand that there's something we call in our constitution which we call clemency.
Clemency.
Okay? Clemency. President Nana Dampo Akufo-Addo every year or signing clemency every week or from jail. And it is the constitutional right for John Mahama, and the decision he took, it was his constitutional right to do that. There is nothing wrong with it. It is absolutely within our constitution. Now, I know how happy before now, and the coach see invisible force for the coach see judge or tap you might say that on your set or joining my with talk. As at the end, I want to meet Eddie Kofona, or coach see court, or call a full judgment. You to me, I don't believe. Then I hear you don't want 1 month free. Or be a court. So what would say to judge, or what would judge? I might get 20 years. And it will be a Kasai, Kasai Koponika, and we all condemn it. But no one does that natural, no more general, no one does that natural. They should face reality. Because or see Mahama is incompetent. Hey, yes, way. Mahama is incompetent. Lewis, like us to be incompetent. You know who is an incompetent president? Mahama will never be a president. Oh, that's last year. Or better the catcher and say he has been misled. You will come and that was the competent president. Nana Dampo Akufo-Addo. Or no say more you're competent. But no man will sign them $800 million. Am I saying no? The catcher said he was misled. Hey, Lewis, are you talking about incompetence, Lewis? Yeah, incompetence. How many people are incompetent, Lewis? More president Nana Dampo Akufo-Addo. Or the one. And that's why you clearing agent. Corruption, makes me out for previous corruption. Almost for a Ghana and Japan institute. And point any man who's your for. Are we talking about incompetency here? Lewis, man, next time you say you go and the cat about incompetency. And I look at the big don't say, and Dr. Baumia, and Nana, what do you compare to Dr. Baumia? Master. The office of the vice president in Ghana has become a joke, a laughing stock. Baumia, $1 million no promise in Ghana for $1 million no. I this is $1 million. Every constituent $1 million away. And you be a mimi. Lewis, make me a cherry. Say, but Baumia can say, I've got a need to have in your bank account. Or make me a cherry. Say, I'm once again a phone in your bank account. Now, vice president Baumia know your joke. He's a joker. He's a laughing stock. He's the most lying vice president Ghana has ever produced. He has reduced the office of the vice president to a joking field. Only the log in his eye. And so much he tried to look a log in somebody's eye. Now, as you before your mouth,
hey.
Who did he be? Let me understand the young Rotarian for we are 100% in support of Professor Nana Yaselekino. Whatever you need problem, we are not tribalistic like they are. We support Nana
and support her. Okay.
My news is that anytime we back that program is over the council, I'll call him to debunk him.
Okay. All right. Me that say, Ebusia me patro ebema ya panelist na akasa. Afei na watu ni wafidie na say wo Facebook live no e dia ba ha we mimi live. Misra wa ene topic no a hot cake. Uba su bia misra wa na mume yenhwe ne yen dealing with the issue. We should not deviate from the topic. Uba na waka die nti a feel say Mahama running mate ya watu su ni na Opoku Agyemang oye best choice oye good obetumi aye adwuma no wo feel say wontumi nso na waka wo de na eja yaye ne tem na obi enya that chance no. Hello Dinah.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning Obapa. Niama to say New York for bi I want to say
New York de boko na shootings in Kwan Echo weekend idiot. Ghana for you come on base for New York it's in pain.
Oh, it's very sad and pathetic. Me patcho manen ko boni te umi ako.
Let's go back to me feel say congratulations to the NDC for having a running mate Nana Jane Opoku Agyemang. Yeah, we are happy for them. And it shows that Ghana politics and say you do any do anyone says say to me our bar just say if it's a master to me up or I know akoso, which is a good step. Just say we are all happy as women, we are happy. As individuals, we are happy. As a people, we are happy. Say baby or my name, but Mr. Kakame can say Agyemang Opoku Agyemang on NDC for running mate. Mahama fan is any running mate on in 2020 elections. She also has to bring her idea. She has to right now say I'm at it in Sembri in Nyoma Bebri as a Sabia Tama no former Minister of Education, no Nyoma Koko Sony idea. But say don't judge a book a word by its whatever. Yes, don't judge a book by its cover. We're not going to judge her by her cover. Yes, because of your banning just a net and one. But what you bring on the table, we are looking at what she's going to say. And drop in and drop any officially. If you don't need officially and running as running mates. It's also the ideas, also the name your mabeba based on some of the I think say as time goes on, based on what she's gonna say, based on the things she's gonna let us know, based on what she's bringing to the table, that is what we're gonna know. Like okay, new day, but say or man only NDC as a whole, and I say boy NDC name boy man. It's an yeah, but can say Manaiko like near this. They say I am Manaiko say you almost have a journey train. We hope she brings in her best. Politics is not for the faint-hearted, like it said all the time. Politics is a hard game. And people come into politics for various reasons and for various things. Let's hope that she didn't on my politics because of maybe for her own personal gains or for anything, but for the good of the country. At the end of the day, United say it's not NDC, no MPP. It is about the people of Ghana and how helpful people can be to the country. That's why I say I'm not an MPP member, I'm not an NDC member. I am just a Ghanaian in the Ghanaian community. So let's pray and hope that she brings something good to the table. Support it. If not, just say as Ghana for Mahama Wabada. The fight is the Kansas Mahama Wabada. Linear went to me. The MPP who is in power. Almost show you what they can do. So at the end of the day, no, it's about the what they brought to the table. To me, and not as individuals, able to me a mom. It's in the let's talk. Say, baby, or baby, I never bore mine. Never boy, just a man, ever coy. And no, say, oh, funny, I goodwill, I dream, and find better I or manage because of any personal gains or anything for herself.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dinah. Yechia New York phone now. Offer.
Okay, let's come in, then you continue with your calling. Abba.
Offer.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Mr. T, teacher training allowance. The truth about the whole thing is that let's make it clear over here. Madam Mimi, teacher training allowance, it was cancelled based on certain things. And yes, Mama, two more things, or cancel, no. But you want to say? Yeah. The reason is that teacher training allowance, training allowance, we have what we call the quota system. But the quota system, prevents students from have access to the training college. And now your rule be say the colleges of education cannot admit more than 150 students who apply into the school every year. Is that clear? I'm listening. Based on the quota system. And until you will say we were in need of teachers in the country, but because of the quota system, the schools cannot pick them. Because when you have the quota system, allowance now, a lot of them at the end of the day apply to the school, they don't get admission. Madam, who went there for 3-4 times, now who got training, who apply to the training college, we have found just because of the quota system. Because you have to find 150 yes, but 151 across the country. Now, how many training colleges there were? You were only 38 training colleges in the country. But also tell me here. Everything Mahama can't say any job you buy, let's make sure that let's do away with the allowance and allow our youth, the students who have finished the school, they have finished the high school, they are the only Juma here. And Juma so Ghana, so Madam Mimi, take it for me today. We have only two already made jobs in the country, which is teaching and nursing profession. Already made job. I'm saying it's already made job because once you finish, you have a profession to go into it straight away. But not all you are well done. Yeah. And also now, because of the quota system. And the Mahamani now Opoku Agyemang any MPP for you know quota system no. Quota system free off. Now in Kolana Yakwaya ko yankola na yesho muso mu bi ko mu nya adwuma ye no. Omu nya mu ko no mu wie a omu nya adwuma ye. Mpacho we an assembly. And you know, we took away the training college, the quota system, and then allow the students to go. And allow us now, we install it by making it a student loan. What they are saying. Now, student loan is a thing. Student loan, now a lot of you, if you look at the enrollment is near 9,000, it doubles to 15,000 because now, each school, Madam Mimi said, each school could take 300 to 400 in a given year. It's your point. And you know, among Kolania, why airport training college, and nursing training, already made the Juma Papa yet. And when in Kolani, Mimi school, and because Mimi was special, Mammy using media, typical example. I also went to the training college. Mimi Command Mary College, that was the only French training college in the country by then. Who did the person do a buy? You go interview. They are 750 and they took 150. You can just imagine, madam. And then my colleague that went into the other training college, Nami one number 4 near one grand before at the GP before. Also, the list was not less than 300 to 400 candidates who are qualified. They are qualified to enter the school, but because of the quota system, and this has been in the system for a very long time because of the allowance. Meanwhile, we are having teacher deficits in the country. So, what village in India, Madam Mimi, Ghana, Nukwani, Accra, Kumasi, and Itamalu, or the interland, the Western region, Kurasine, be where the villages are. A school, 1 to 6, let teach them you know the walk. Wow. That's a teacher, you know, Baku, a head teacher, and I be only a new kind of 3. Niti Kabaku, be a 2 classes, 1 and 2, who they are, 4 and 5, where they are, what they are here. And most of them were even people teachers. Because the 3 teachers that were coming were not enough. See where the schools are there. Is this a bad policy? And if you want to number not double, now Kolana Tia Bani and Yasika Pony,
I'm almost young, and also Emma, a creative employment. And if you were to know, during that, no focus in my hand away by you, where you are there, then at the same time, so you have your already made job you are going to do. Under this government, Madam Mimi, you have to be bonded. How much on bonding means say, who got training new year, teach and 1 hour with my head. And the government impose you must post the new under this government. Is that a good policy? And in Kolano training new year, I think you are also allowance to restoration at this Agyemang with level. And in the coming back of the quota system, we deprive our students to have access to the training college in Napa. And for the past 3 years, our MPP are away. In Colombia, they never training apply to the training college of Omunya school. Because the school cannot take more than 150 students in the school. They don't have the TC training college. They won't take more than that because of the quota system. And so Mahama time, they were taking 300 at the go. And I know one uniform or the iron loan. But all the year.
Metie pa. Kakape utie.
Yes, I'm out feeding. Yes, yes, I'm more than enough.
Kakape so.
Let me. But you are the listening to on the because that is why they mislead people or they mislead people all the time. They are found what they are near my wedding. If the only thing is that you know, not what you are unique. Now we are for 2 hours to get my and they are 3 months, and I want to get 3 months, I cut them 10 months, I got mine. And they are giving you 400, Madam Mimi tell you. They are no allowance 400 in the training college. Who we are? Not who now, Papa Shah, who got left here, who is my and but over and God, as they tell you, as a teacher training, you have to lobby. This is a question of the vacancy here. Why the common of vacancy is the name of you are buying one, like this government, your family and friends. There are people in the MPP now, Marco School, no minimum for them. They say, Tanagana, Akukwado, and Akukwado. Who is a teacher training? You have to know somebody in government to be able to push you through to get the school. Neko Pamunia. And the Mahama and Opoku say, no, massive, what we call it, posting. Who ya would you allow us to know a loan? You post you. What I think you will pay. Almost say, no woman, but not yet. That's a vacancy you will have. Who will bring you? Who will give you that vacancy? And at the same time, we have something we call licensor exam. That licensor exam, we teach our FTP here and the value. But under we don't have anything. Let me tell you something. The Uko training college now, Madam Tienier. Training college, the exam you do then, we have 2 aspects. We have what we call the content aspect. And we're even university, we educational. We have the content aspect and then the pedagogy. Pedagogy, the methodology. Methodology now, we like to for that. Why you didn't win another exam to school? What you have here? After final exam, that gives you, if you fail the paper, you don't have your certificate. What you have here? Now, what shows that exam to have near passing exam? What shows that you are not a qualified teacher? Are you getting what you are trying to say?
Yeah.
They are trying to only your license exam and what is even training the teachers is that you don't go and sit there and see even things that you have learned. You have anything at all. Have you seen the whole thing? That is not the right thing to be done. And this is what they have brought into educational system. These are they have passed the exam set by University of Cape and the exam to be and have been through their certificate that they have passed the exam. What shows that they can teach? Are you getting it? And then you cross all this thing and the students are just moving around. And then we just go up and who near to my sister for your compulsory national service. I mean, this is since when in our history have you seen a teacher training finishing school going to do national service? Madam Mimi, since when have you seen the teacher training for national service for 1 year? It is never done anywhere. And these are new policies that this government is bringing, and they are saying this is a good policy. Let me tell you something. Even that national service is almost and Katikani and Mahama, Opoku, and this is a 20 teacher, and you are posted, you are going to earn about 1,000 something. What you are saying? We start at 30,000 and 8,000 plus. And I have to see money at the at least you go home with 1,000. And that this national service now for 1 year, we didn't scare anymore. 500 Ghana cedi. Look at that. Have you seen it? And can now pay 1,000 and something from now Opoku in my name Mahamano. He come out 500 Ghana cedi for a whole year. And not you
now bet now there is Minister of Education the about it. You'll be posted when there is vacancy. When Japan has a vacancy, which means they have placed what we call there is no more bonding. Bonding is respect. First, Mahamani Opoku Agyemang.
Fire 1 minute. Let me call us. Maybe film right.
Near man but I want to dwell on this so everybody get it clear. So, cancellation of the training allowance, it wasn't anybody, and then most of our students are not getting access to the training college again. And I will create unemployment. Also, by the creating employment. And two man also who be 1 degree, 1 country. They have to. And they need to zoom. One village one that Abubu and the baby are you. One part of our young there is just a waste product. They don't want to go there. And Zimbabwe, they say they disown him as an economic advisor. Zimbabwe for Pamono. That's one for managers. Yeah, Pamono. If you like, go and check it. Zimbabwe disown him as an economic advisor. He's a waste product. Let me give you a typical example. Also, I know about the city. Maybe may add it.
30 seconds.
The first time they can one mama could teach maybe I have the chance again.
30 seconds. Let me fire first and let me pick it.
30 seconds. Yeah, let me start with Baumia. Baumia is nothing to be compared to now Opoku Agyemang because Baumia here know about CD and dollar and they didn't win. Ghanaians are looking for the CD. They are looking for the ITP and the key and Baumia himself. They are nowhere to be found. They are setting 40-man squad to arrest the depreciation of the city. Baumia didn't come. I also want 14. Accra House of Hope, Kumasi Atlantic Kotoko, Liberty Professional, and Opoku United. Baumia didn't need when we are even bench cry after Naka. That tells you that the MPP themselves have said it's a waste product. If someone who can't he can't do anything. It's just a total waste in the system. Standing office he should rather vacate it than sit at home. Because when you see the contribution, there's nothing. The contribution here and what or mine. It is rather sending the country backward. And a corruption and operating ID or mine. It is through him that PDS go through. Among Ghana and America 190 billion I had in my fee. Only a and a PDS go through because the PDS, the 30 seconds. PDS was asking for a guarantee. But when you say they shouldn't provide that, they should just be insurance. That will pave the way for them. Because PDS contact. No more sorry, the was able to give them insurance for them to have that contract. And then $190 million are boy.
Okay. Kakape. Kakape Shaho. Hello? And say on Timenka. Mommy and read the comments. Na yembra kakape so na fire callers ni bi enfem. Ben say Mahama calling Nana Addo an old man is using the Trump playbook, which is if you have nothing to offer, make fun of your opponent and call him names. Tricia Nana Michelle, Augustine Medase, Mrs. Tatalma, I hope that you're doing okay. Goldust said, in fact, when I saw the news, I was really excited because a woman has now been given the nude to occupy a major position, but her qualities and works will be touched or questioned by the public. If she is good, why not? We welcome her. It is good for women's empowerment. Going forward, she should know politics is really a different ball game. And I say, Albert said, looking good, sweet. And I say, Frederick Michiao, Lena Michiao, my patch phone line, Richard. Thanks for joining. Jeduku Michiao. Esubonting Owusu or say who? Baumia Apu. Emmanuel Michiao. Subonting sir, if I may ask, Baumia is the key still in the IGP's pocket or not? Ruben, or say John and Jane go be sweet 2020. Me that say. Ben I said, bro, there are calls coming in. Give others a chance to get in. Me that say. Prince Paul said, can we get other callers in, please? Me that say. Danify Emmanuel, or say it's a good move by Mahama to choose a woman as his running mate. I think it's a plus. This move by him will win him a lot of votes from women, especially gender equality. I saw it is saying Sandra, I'll say no one is perfect in this life. Leave the woman alone. Elizabeth Michiao Ben, I'll say please stay with the subject at hand. People calling their grievances. But I say gold dust and so Ediba. Or say training college, universities, and polytechnics have always been tertiary schools. It did not change today. Student loans are not granted for students, but student allowance are for all. It is out of discrimination. Roland Michiao, let's just a comment. No, ba neba. Kakape. Hey, Kakape ni swada. Mister. Maninko na femi piki calls.
Me that's it. Oh, say, yeah, can't now myself, but how much yes, yeah, they are looking at 2024. How many we need your money now? Why? How say? What was that? And the other teacher training in the air. Our employment. So, we say, separate stuff. Yeah. I'm going to say, they are independent from each other. So, and the war, and now we can't continue to teacher training allowances. What does that got to do with all school? What does that got to do with employment? What does that got to do with that? Now, in any case, so we believe who will say why is that we follow and now to say me by me trust? Inconsistency and all that kind of stuff. And you believe in the policy. So wait here. This is what I believe will transform this. And this is what will do this.
Yeah.
Why the church? What was the impact? I mean, you know, and what in the school, whether a loan, whether allowances are not these things, they help a lot.
Oh, yes.
These things do help a lot. No two ways about that. And not any form that you. So that's it. So you say you are everywhere and nowhere. Stick to the issue. And we are saying, Nana was part of these decisions. Teacher training allowances. As I said, research for universities for all kinds of. All kind of employment. But you are not employing. Who employ it? What you are 3 months. So I'm trying to say, I employ you 3 months. What are you talking about? This year, our bank has issued carers for 27,000 a year, just to be employed. Double talking for how many teachers were employed. You see, at the end of the day, what we are saying is, what is the benefit that we are getting from the government? I don't hear some of us. You see, Professor J now, it's not bringing anything. Because we are talking about employment, improving on the educational sector. That was a misconception here and this for one. And your friend is saying, Mahama, communication experts. And you are not obey. But be a dead good. The corruption, how as a human being or as this or that. So what they are saying. And the person that you are bringing on board, you see what you are getting a track record as far as public service in these areas is concerned. What does he know? Okay, now what kind of reforms that she led? For which you think, sir, your man hire one or bet my year to man. Now, who can't what yes about me? I'm done. Now, what you feel? Ghana, family. What do you feel? Now, any friend is saying, health insurance card. Who can go kill you more? We are digitizing the economy and we are improving on stuff. Mama, what on? Some of them, economy will never grow at what. at what rate? And what is the rate at which it's growing now, even under COVID-19? That is the things we're talking about. Honestly, we are doing 500 dams. There's one village where we started with 500. So then you list all the 500. Look, I say, of the 500, 100 our problem. But then of the 500 others, madam, so what are idea? What idea 500? 900 go problem. And negative 400 no. Send this for you. When to me, at the best bastardized, I'm going to one out of the 500 no. I'm going to one time. So sending me down here. And they want us to take them serious. That is not how you critique. And for instance, he blocks me. I fuck no in some idea. But look at 200. But to me, you're 40 something. 45%. And you're something there. But I don't know what kind of from a big. That is your point. So, it's okay, now we can't say, in this area, maybe I also can say, and now, school, baby, your friend is a school teacher for me. That is not one here. Then you're short for. In terms of teaching rate, you're short for in terms of health. Maybe a teacher, your friend is saying, your friend is saying, person to doctor ratio, person to nursing ratio, person to ambulance ratio, at the same. How are you going to add on to it?
Yeah.
Yes. Now I'm catching say, the whole of Ghana about Nipa is it, the Uniado. Hey, I mean, that is not the issue. Bringing you back, but tell back and let us take your friend is saying, no, because on the dark battle, that's not your Mahama. Mahama cried, you're describing it to it, or you're indecisive, or you are saying, I know you're incompetent. Be decisive. What you want to say, or say, Mahama says, when you know, I'm saying, and I'm with your mammy, there are worse things about Mahama. And then you got to document to back it, or say, in his life, on taking any major decision that. My first good is that, now, on taking major decisions, there is a danger that lurks around the corner. Anything, what you have to talk, the man won't I am. You're twin to your health for you, you're employed a school, you're Triaka. Now, what is the current situation? That's what we are talking about. What is the current situation? Is government able to take care of statutory your friend is saying direct fund nominate? Have we not read ECG? What has happened there? Have we not read what has happened in the health sector? Have we not read about drones, about ambulances, about what you here? So what we want to hear and then they say, oh baby, you're doing it, and you never come home. Now, for education sector, now program to me match. You know, party in the education sector. Now, to match. Let alone Baubia.
About 2 minutes. Now, police. 2 minutes.
The economic wisdom. You come with your manka and come over the yes. Try that here. And you know, here, madam.
Okay.
Now, you're say you're coming next now. Your friend is saying, all the shows you have something about clemency and our president, no, that's not what we're saying. And you know what you're saying. Now, we are talking about a particular group of people that made categorical statements against women.
Okay.
And you had women backing them for political reasons. And that is very bad. That is very bad. Like you're right, now we are attacking the person of Nana. No, we are not going to attack the person. We are attacking the records. And that is the difference we're talking about. We're not able to say, you can't book all the way to the chief justice of Bar.
Wow.
Now, what time I'm going to say, I'm paying it. No, not only on carry out this, reminding us of the maybe to say, your friend is saying, it's a trade from where they were born from. Permanent action. You can't be able to do a temporary to shout it. No. That is not how we rule the country. That is not how we want to go forward as a country. As a village. And yet, young people now, how do we correct it and make sure that, we use the law within there to punish and take it off the system?
Yeah.
So that's it. Sign here, come on. Now go 10 years and say we are or time to cancel. And when you can you, I have an article, madam, you are not for dealing in Africa.
Okay.
Oh, my back one. And yeah, Anita, the coach now. Yes, they want you to move. The things that are coming from them. You just play. You see, our prayer is that NDC will need it or more because you say there are people that feed on tribalism. They feed on the they feed on the ignorance of the people. And one person will be any better.
Okay.
But they are full of contradictions.
Okay.
Make it clear cut. Make it
okay. But 30 seconds.
Now we have the vision of MP. We have the vision of Nanado. In the health sector, in the education sector, in industrialization. They're trying your boss point. Now we're gonna your way. Now you go for Toyota. America having a Toyota Ford. Any Ford Toyota Ford. I did not competing. They are the competition.
All right.
What you say? And you Omuba and your Ghana. And your friend is saying, African free trade. I'm a Ghana. Adania is not going to be employed over there.
Yeah.
And whatever it is the contract that we've signed. So maybe we are winning there. So how do we make it better? How do we increase the percentage from the Adania? But we support that. Who can afford 40%? Who buy and 50% or 15% of what was not working? And then you can hear and you say, sir, Eddie, so these are the little policies and the little stuff now we talk about. What is it that you've done that impact on the people? And we lift them. We lift the drones. We lift the ambulance. We lift free education.
Leave the drones.
We lift the digitization. And if you cannot get the match because you don't have any, and you're fault because we are competent.
I like
and
that.
Fault because we are indecisive and incompetent.
Okay.
An indecisive and incompetent person, undesirable. Undesirable to rule. Let us get better people.
Okay.
And this is one wrong. And that's how we better. You can name some of them.
Okay.
But they choose to go for the babies with something, the incompetent ones, and people that have abysmal records as far as their public service is concerned. And this must be rejected because it is the same old story alternative.
Okay. Kakape, hold on for me. Coming for callers, nipping film. I'll come back to you. Babies with sharp teeth. I like that. Mr. Hold on. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, sorry for keeping you waiting. Me pacho me nuya ba ma Benny.
Ben.
Ben me pacho fire me unko. Your time no ya 30 ya.
Person can say I'm subject and say Professor Mahama Afano for
na Opoku Agyemang.
Na Opoku Agyemang.
Yes.
Discussion let's say or making the right move and that's number one, and number two, are you qualified for that position?
Yes.
Mitch Mack kind of said the only good move about this is that she's a female.
Yes.
So I'm not saying just say women's equality side in the day. They can say so the other part to say is she qualified? So just because you're bound doesn't mean she's qualified. It's a good move to get a woman on the ticket because the idea is to try to get the women vote. So qualifications in made them more problems like because I mean, even from the history, she has been in government before, in charge of managing the educational system. I remember one. So, from what I know, is one year a very good job. So, what kind of qualifications are? Outside of all the credentials, the education and all the accolades that she has. She's been there before, and her job, I kind of say, her job performance was not very satisfactory, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, from you research person. When we get something, you research the person, you look at what they've done, and then you decide whether they're appropriate or they're good for that position. From what I know, it was not very good.
Okay.
You know, it was not very good. And it may be a good tactical move to have a woman on the ticket, but does that woman, or does she know enough to qualify? God forbid she has to be the president for whatever reason. You know, does she have the qualifications to step in immediately and do what she needs to do? You know, her time as education minister does not dictate that she is able to or has the qualifications to take over a whole country. That is what I have researched. That is what I have looked into. So I cannot say here and say, oh, she's good, she's a woman, she's qualified. Good that she's a woman and she's willing to take the position. Qualifications is a different story. When the debate comes, if they have a debate, you know, that's where questions are going to be posed about her tenure as an education minister. That's where things come out. That's where questions are asked to have the public know she's great to be a woman of such academic qualifications, but as far as political management of what is the acumen? I mean, how can she really say, God forbid someday she has to be president, how's she going to handle that? You know, that's what we're sticking to. That's what this discussion is. There's a lot of, hey, cool, everybody, the grievances. You know, I hear all these things like, what are they talking about? Just go on and on and on. But at the end of the day, you know, was it a good move? And is she qualified? It was a good move to have a woman in the ticket, because even here, it's a plus to have a woman in the ticket.
Yes.
Yeah, because you want the woman vote, you know. Some women, they'll just vote just because she's a woman, whether she's qualified or not. You know, that's a good move. But when you research and look at her credential, what she's already done in government, it's not very impressive. You know, like one woman posted that, you know, I think Donna, when she came in, she said, you know, let's not judge a book by its cover. Well, you know what? We've seen the book, chapter and verse, and it's terrible.
You've seen the book, chapter and verse.
You know, I've read the book, I've read the chapters of the verses, and it just not good.
It's not good. It's not sinking in.
Yes, at the end of the day, we'll see what happens when she's put to the test when it comes to the debate, when she has to debate the current vice president. And see that's where you know, is she capable. But from what I've seen and what I've looked into, as far as her background, her prior stint as an education minister, it's not very impressive. In fact, it kind of degraded the educational system. That's my opinion. Others may think otherwise, but you got to stick to what we're talking about. Stop going into like the knees and the woods. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ben is calling from New Jersey. Ben, we thank you so much for your comments and your contribution. I have for two more callers now. Your panelists know Oma Abo Omu Asamono Tofa near their baby because you try your time and I'm say a time and I assume into the for two more callers now. Yeah, your panelists know Omu summarize it now for you. Hello. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If I told me about my baby,
Drew new.
I'm about to be out for a fee.
Me Ghana.
Okay, Mr. Bonnie tell me uncle why.
Mimi, I'm say Abujafono Kasa Pepe, no be aso air candy bed, be favor the party. What I would say. When is the most interesting part in say? It's in Ghanaian history. What share the economic aspect? You can't talk of economy and leave Baumia out. There's like urban Africa, even in the world. Urban education, you can't talk and leave Madame Nana out of it. But with your topic, you know, concentrating on Mameno.
Yes.
She came into case that was 2013 after the 2012 election. What I read about her is so much fascinating. Why are you baby? Why are you baby? And I'm proud of it. we have somebody like her to be a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Now, me, the American woman, selection, and say, yes, why Oba? We've seen the likes of Nana Kunedu, we've seen the likes of Ekwadonko, we've seen the we've seen the likes of them. So it is not new, say, if you're not hiding, Abim. And it is new in the sense that in the history of NDC, in Oba or for vice president position.
Not even in the history of NDC, but in the history of Ghana as a whole. No. This is the first time.
And the make a say, Mimi, in the history of Ghana as a whole, she's not, she wouldn't be, if I'm not mistaken. But I did Indom. I was Indom, a female as a running mate.
Okay.
But make us in terms of like, mention in terms of like NDC, this is the first time I'll be Omonia Oba as a VP. But going forward, I mean, you share the achievement, and then in your woman need to be on the table. Now, the main kind of the sad aspect number and the good aspect number.
Okay.
Think I make us a Ghana politics, NAD, politics, AD. Now these political parties now still forgetting say once upon a time, woman being or call as a parliamentary candidate. Well, these same NDC people were in the parliament house calling this woman what a bloody what widow. Now, we never thought what a woman can do or the change that a woman can bring into our political circles. Call her all sorts of names. And then, it go through one more time, the other side are also taking them on. You know, because the language, karma is there to judge everyone. Fast forward, this woman has been our education minister for so long. Now, one of the panel no make a comment to me, but or bring the sad aspect of my life to the table. See, forgot to say, once upon a time, and this by in power. Yes, he said, you employ people in the public sector. I was a victim because then let me read my service, let me teaching assistant. I was school. Me read my service. I had the opportunity to say they would employ me. Mimi. Anytime but because they had this embargo on employment, I lost that job. I had to come back home because like a opportunity, teach assistant automatically after your national word service school. And because I didn't work, I had to come back home and start looking for what? A job. So are they talking about employment now? None of 2 years old, I want a short form. Education, what has it changed? Tell me, Mimi, or Monka, what has a woman buyer? What a Jana is so like special about education. Which buy on also adding. I don't want us to look on the side and say, or your back. Let's put Obasa for 20 because I'm a Swede. Oba, Obia, if you found head. The most important situation is what is she bringing on board? But what you are bringing on board is what you've done before. What she has done before, can we boom about? I share some of the comments in the pen make you say she has been there before. And what was the result? You understand me? Result in the battery. But you say one of the panelists from the MPP also, like I said, the agenda is 2024 because Mahama and Person will be better than you know. But for some of us, we want to drive away from politics. What is this woman bringing on board?
Okay.
Is she an all-round person? Because credentials are nothing. People don't use masters and those things, it is about what you can use hand to do.
Okay. Do your time in up 1 minute.
Guy say, oh no, your professor, no, or your back. What is she bringing on board? what is she bringing on board? But it is too early to judge. But then within the political circles, they will use whatever that she has done, before. You know, I just say, oh, you see 5,000 Ghana, Eddie, just you can say speed ramp, UCC, saying, teaching allowances, no more cancel. These days would make a result, a result in the bedding, what is it on the table for us to use it to judge her?
Okay.
So some of these things, are things we would use definitely to judge.
Okay.
Like I say, I'm sorry to say, but then I don't know. Time will tell.
Okay.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
All right. Medase. Thank you so much for your contribution. Medase, I tell for him your time, I be your panelists, I summarize it by 5-6 minutes be na you free so your last caller oba and then a man in fret no because this is an opportunity. I was a women empowerment to me kasa na you congratulate your mommy ewo enimonyam say ya sebe abeto n'enimi enso man no mfre e man no said that enkasa ene na ha adwin ye konya na me read comment no as we pick our last caller na ye dey see her Goldust or say he's not being factual. Fifi or say drop that joker, go for the pro. Prof. Okay. James Michiao, Drew. Or say he is just swifting. He should stick to the ladies' issue. He is being beating around the bush. Goldust or say this is not an excuse to take off the allowance paid. Okay, I think I've read that already. Richard Michiao, I hope sir you are doing okay. Nana sewa Michiao. I hope so also Jaba line so medase say what you need in Pretty Ella. It is saying my lovely sister Elsie Michiao. I hope say you are doing okay. Nana Asari Michiao. Minua bema Kweku Agyemang ejekum Michiao. Nana Nkrumah Michiao. Godfred also I'll say I guess I can't contribute because it's time up, but I don't think she can add any meaningful vote in this year's election to those of JM compared to what Dr. Bawumia will bring because he has already been marketed for long. Okay, all right. I'm saying hello. Wafaya.
Yes.
Wafaya. Nele kasa de bechi. Mr. Bonito Fama 5-6 minutes na. Kaka pencil and funny closing remark.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Me before Niema why the Benetame to or upgrade teacher colleges into tertiary education. A brand of Kasa is also him the way. The can the cancellation of a improvement of a university.
Okay.
Or upgrade colleges of education to tertiary. Any colleges from tertiary education. Reduce teacher absenteeism from 27% to 7%. We are introducing the unprecedented private DEC, which is now private DEC, which will be now filling out the city for private. One year DEC, very good. And they abolish the quota system. Emang Kolani Fine School. Enrollment from 9,000 to 16,400 a year, which is very good. Ensure teachers were automatically posted without national service. This is national service. And a licensure exams when you are these are all not good policies helping. Procured and distributed more than 150,000 tables and chairs for basic schools. Upgraded facilities at 500. Not less than 500 in the endowed senior high schools. On our side, they donated some 54,000 laptops. Teachers, laptops for teachers and stock computer labs in about 6,000 computers during the Senate office. We recruited 2,400 mathematics and science teachers as a special intervention to improve the teaching and learning of mathematics in the basic schools and senior high schools. Madam, so Agyemang we in America said driving courses there what the nation engage more than 40,000 newly recruited teachers. What they are here during her health house office as a minister, which is confirmed by the EMS sector and the education staff. Increased by staff by what 18.2% from 247,000 to 292,992 to 288. And also encoder and change. Or then also pretended over the allocation of 500 buses and double cabin pickups to the educational institutions and district education offices. While improve quality of basic education, resulting in Ghana all the time best BEC performance. But also you are aware, the BEC performance in also on distribute 787,185 free school uniforms to deprive districts across the country. Or supervising the distribution of over 40,000 free meals in Ghana leather standards for vulnerable students. Or improving and the retention of what? The rating of what do you call it? Oversee the distribution of bicycle and school bags, mathematics sets, any other school children and also 155,781 to the people. Or increasing the capitation grant in you by 100%, which is an astronomical increment, 100% capitation grant for the basic schools, you know. You provide, but just so you're aware, you provide any mama or contracted 25 district education offices, or spending some gift of 61.3 million of BEC subsidy for all registered candidates in private basic schools. Eliminating the obnoxious switch system. So you know, okay. The first that time no Kolako school and no we are bad here. Okay, using your private schools, you know, constructed 1,129 classroom blocks, 73 teacher accommodation blocks, and rehabilitated 622 schools schools at the basic level. After constructing more than 2,000 school projects with the view of eradicating the school under three phenomena. After introducing the progressively free policy, which was targeted at a addition of 458,700 for poor and vulnerable students. And no, the beginning of can't say they are introducing progressively free, but just all your way. Abu Badoni MPP government say yen is here, and only traffic light here after school. If you go 2 months, maybe you have 1 month, 3 months, almost 2 months, and only this one isn't better than the one the woman said. Progressively free and a whole building infrastructure. Distributed someone 87,485 free school uniforms to deprive districts. Then what I do supervise the district distribution of 40,000 free meals in Ghana leather and standards, increase the capitation. Okay, and now what I hear then under her watch, madam, she was the one who supervised the construction of the UHA, University of Allied Health and Sciences in Go, and also supervising the construction of university in the Eastern region.
1 minute.
Yes, sustainable and environment and science system. And so we share any amount of here. Any in some market about Maria, and what shows that we need achievement. That shows you said the educational sector near why you here. And because of time, there are some that are to be asked. So I say, and we have all that it takes. As I said from the beginning, we have all that it takes in terms of achievement when she was educational minister. But yet, and you must be free to the sense that shock books in the other or no one providing and then providing dictionary, books, chalks for writing and so on, color chalk near
20 seconds.
About 20 seconds. And in a nutshell, the woman, as I said, she has done very well. Her performance is so good that, especially especially in the transformation of the educational setup. And I will say she wants to bring on board the technical know-how. University for what we are aware. Sociology, ecology, all the things that you can talk about. He can't do anything. He on the street looking for a job. Now Opoku Agyemang is bringing the technical education on board, transforming all the polytechnics into technical universities. Our students, graduates will come out with what we call the technical know-how. They'll be able to set up businesses and employ their own people, and then also help the government to improve our economy. We are no more going to bring expatriates. Mami Andy Amepacho, I'm ending up. We are no more going to bring expatriates in the country like the FCC is doing. Yakopa goes wagon aba, Omube Asengo can. Apoku Yani Sani Emani Minano. Students, make sure that the school will provide the needs and aspirations of the people, and not just the need of the people. But
your time is up.
Yes, the needs and aspirations of the people include everything, which will bring a drastic transformation of our country. And Ghana will be like America, Japan, Spain, and everywhere, like Europe. And that's my on board. So let's support her. And she's a good candidate for our country. Thank you.
Thank you. Kakape. Kakape. Mr. 6 minutes. What did you tell me, Uncle?
Yo, my name is I'm not saying to qualify. Qualification here, it is up to the employer to determine as soon as you are present or qualified, what are they presenting? It adds to the incompetence and the fact said nothing new and nothing new is coming up for. There were the normal things that happen in the country. I thought you are making it here. And I want to be the so at the end of the day, as I say, as I say, they should come up with something. Now, in terms of technology, identity, information, how do we incorporate this into the body and the educational fabric of our people? How do we ensure that as a person? These are the key answers. The year that is coming, as far as the education in the public sector is concerned, these are the issues we're talking about. Also, our classroom over 1,000. Yeah, 4 years, 4 years. I can't 3,000. I can't year, no crowd, 4,000. And you're not. And now, who come over and chill? These are the things we're talking about. Now, what is statistics? Number 2. I said, the whole point is to look at the idea.
Minya feedback, it's actually not making us hear Kakape you. What for you? Because of who to meet, mommy, why?
Oh,
okay, thank you.
70,000 if I know what to do. Yeah. That I remember Mahama and in a poverty. Hey, 2 billion in education. Okay, who was Casamami? Who was Casamami? That's how to see that in a show must go up. Papa Pekana, who for mommy credentials. I could see push too much money into the EE sector. I want to tell you that we've neglected the other sectors. And you what? I get a money in Amanaka because I have a catcher again. Because I'm many. When some of the people before Jimmy in Amanaka, okay? And the other what I am a concern. Put Jimmy employed. Don't come and tell us it is now that you've gone and learned your lessons. No, you've not learned any lessons. You've learned only a way to come and give us words. But teachers are being employed. Nurses are being employed. The youth are being, can you not go back when they were busy doing it? But I said, it is something other than sending money to Wapa. How do we improve upon that? I said, you. Oh, it's see, we live in a competitive world. Ghana na ya wohona all kind of expatriate and ya confirm December. Mahama ka be no team. Company amoye ka be na moye. Ana ma go go African tanka ho. I won't believe in what you are saying. Say you real, you practical say sana be na. Ade na ka go to do pa no me ya ma pentia mo de kwa company. You see the lies and you see the deception that we always talk about. But here it's a man. The local car automobile manufacturer, for money 10 years tax free. What? But order more. More parts from us. So we feel taken care of. So just here, and now not what is it your action that is impacting on the people? Offer one one district, one factory. And you more could do the back. Say, I'm call round. I buy you see nine. And did you work at your 9? I don't come up. What I say? So this is how you industrialize. This is how you ensure employment. What is so? Also, on your magician to employ.
1 minute.
What position? What's one family normal employee? No. Katana Yabe employee. Only Tiabuta. Katana Yamon. But you are about to say, because of the say economy, and you sustain the peer economy. Yeah, Agyemang Katranko in the health sector, in the education sector, financial management, roads, and infrastructure. I mean, funding for money. But you Dubai back almost about 280. Yeah, interchange is very and so meaning now about the same one. See, that is what we're talking about. Oh, where is the magical wind that we commanded? And when you can actually add the twice to say, young can't say you're real so but you can say before. So what the Agyemang a back to and the health sector, you bet your chance. Electricity car back to one. You bet your chance. Young one I don't want to go school. One of the school. And when I said, I know about the you did not have a car, you did not have a car, you have a car.
20 seconds.
I don't see Baba. I just said, that's it. A Baba. Now, I don't know how to talk Krema. To talk Krema. A true Pennsylvania. Oh, my, about the true Sadia man. I'm not going to America during Roosevelt time. And look at the policies and the things that they. When I go to Germany after the Second World War. When I go to all these countries. And ask yourself, how were they able to put themselves together in your policy? And you're seeing through. And you're not that. I'm going to be the one who knows. I'm going to be the one who knows. I'm going to say, I'm about to jump to Peninsula Town. And yes, you pay me a panel. The former, and you tried and tested. I did not know how about education sector. What do Mahama? How about say your economy? What do you say? I am. What is our mommy? Now, for about more. The part so they should be rejected not only this time, but any time that they are presented.
Okay.
We can't help it. A form of MPP. MPP. And we have the top group policy that transform the country. And with consistency and with plan and with good leadership and competence, they're going to deliver on our work. And we will ensure that you deliver to the good people of country. Yes, you much. I'm an Amani and India. I'm an Amani and you create this for Adam Medasi. I'm here to
Madam Wase. It's here for yeda obi biase. Just say enkomo no ayede ayehwehweham. Yakasa ye kasa yebetimi akasa ma wanhwe ya ade kura ebete yen. Ebi afei na ode wo Facebook yi ato ha. And that discussion me pacho. Now it was about with John Mahama selecting Professor Opoku Agyemang as his running mate for the 2020 election. What special qualities does she bring on board that can win the NDC this 2020 election? And what's some and then yedi bobo no yeda obi bi ase Yeti for ye do be as say you just say Charlie say ya no. Some of the Anabiba say, yeah, this is how we build a nation. We can at what to our Jenny it was say to me, Edifa. Yeah, dear comment about ye be a rano. Yeah, dear mu odin nyame onka ye ho onbo ye ho ban na watwe mu ye nso ayetumi say yada agye ayetumi efre ye nso my ade you guys are wonderful ye better ye panelists yi asekese se de nyina no omutumi enya akwanya no mo ba no mo ne ye ebedi enkata eye MPP communication team member kakape yeda na se bebre afen so NDC communication team member wofaya yeda se bebre. You guys are wonderful. Yeda obi biase yes producers yes sponsors nyina so yeda mo ase mimi angel kakra me de beka ho an se ya mame ya sister penyini Professor na Opoku Agyemang. Congratulations one more time. And I me say when you educate a man, you educate an individual. And as one person, when you educate a woman, you educate the whole nation. Wa beye bio enso yesi nipa beye bi nso wa meye ne nyina se oba ye no na wa mo sebi wanya niema bi eye niema bi anko yi a megidi say yeah na good say sometimes we give people a chance. Let's give people a chance. Sisi anan mahama afa no se no running mate no mummy a man a chance na ye hwe ni obetumi aye, and then she should also learn from her mistakes. Obey a formal education minister na ebi a niema bi anko yi no me pacho ebi a abrewe osua ne mistakes obetumi asesa eniema bi ho ye de de bebre makoye obey de ye me de si yenya wo ba eba ya mamuo yi mu eye me de bebre na me gidi se ema na aka no nso no wo se ema ye nso ema eye ye de ye de oba ade ase ye de besi ha yi a mesra wo se bibi ne ye kan ye na ya nka ne yi a you are also there. We are also there. We correct each other. Now we're correcting. Na aye. Me did the mini angel. Me so Nyankopon ya aduma fia de hia me wa ha. Ewo mimi live Facebook ya so. Obetumi so e follow me ewo Instagram official mimi angel. Me wo YouTube nso. You can also find me on Golden Radio 93.5 FM. Me do bibi asenya me onka ye ho. Omma ye ho ban sronko na ye besa nso ehie biem. Medamo ase makramo. Any mama bye. I did see it out of the Bible. Now that's the listen up in the bay.